All right, gang, so I want to show you how to patch a flat tire. It's super important to know, and these days you can't afford to throw away your tubes because they're becoming rare. Not rare, like I remember last summer when I went to buy a tube, they did not have any tubes for my wheel. Okay, so it's important to start recycling your bike tubes that have holes in them. I know, just use like set them aside for a rainy day and put a couple patches on them. Now, here's the thing. You got different patches. This one is the one I highly recommend. This one is the one that I highly not recommend because it is only a patch. This is not something that is going to last. These little guys, love them. They've got their purpose. These patches will last the lifetime of your tire. Okay. Now, when you buy these, make sure they're orange, not red. The red ones suck. The orange ones are the best ones, and they come in this kit. Okay, so there are some on Amazon. I'll share the link to some of the bike tools that I recommend. And you have to make sure the color is right. Orange, not red. So with regards to why I don't like these are little stickers. Okay, there's no and for me, it's not 100%. I do highly recommend using these for something like this, patching the inside of your tire. So if you see this, like say you get, I've had like a shard of glass or a shard of metal in my tire. So I pull it out and there is a hole through, right? So, but kind of like the meshing hasn't been ripped. So what I do is I'll patch the inside and I'll literally ride on it all summer long. So it's not a serious hole, right? If it's a serious hole, you patch the inside with this because you can't use these, and you ride home and you get a new tube. Now, this is an epic flat that I got 2 years ago, or maybe it was last summer. See that? This was created, I ran over this X-Acto knife, I guess, with my front wheel, which kicked it up and literally sliced through my tire like this. I've never had anything like this before, and I've only heard of stories about things like this happening from other bike mechanics. So at first I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? I immediately thought for a second I was going to call someone. Then I'm like, Sylvie, you can take care of this. What can you do about this? So this is what I did. I took all of these little stickers, all 6 of them, and I patched the inside of my tube. Then I lined it with a bar wrapper, okay? And then I rode home 25 kilometers. And it held. It held. It held. It was amazing, okay? But I don't think I would have just relied on these because of the magnitude of this cut in my tire. So that's what I would use those for, and only that. So I'll put those aside. So here's how to patch so you get a nice little kit like this, not all these extras, that's all my stuff. And it comes with your patches and your rubber glue. That's basically what this is. So if you run out of this, you can go get other tubes from Canadian Tire. It is rubber glue, rubber cement. That's what it is. Rubber cement. You can get it at Staples. Okay, so let's go to our tire, and I'm going to show you how to do it. It's super easy. And the thing is, people don't do it because it does take time, but if you do it right, it'll last forever. Ready? All right, so first thing you want to use is the sandpaper. Now the sandpaper, what it does, okay, here's backup. If you're doing stuff at home, like make sure you indicate, because there's so many times, not so many times, but there's enough times that I've not hit the hole in my on my tire, and I had to redo it and reuse one. So make sure you know exactly by either making a circle with a pen or something, but you know where the tube is. And this tube has lots of lines in it. Okay, so you're going to take your sandpaper and you're going to rough up the area around the hole. Okay, remember, you know where it is, make sure it's clean. So you're roughing this up so the glue sticks. Now, you're going to take one of the smaller ones because I don't want to. So you got 3 different sizes. Actually, sometimes they have much bigger ones. So these are just like amazing. Okay, so we're going to rip it apart. We're going to put our vulcanized glue. Oh my God, open it up. Sometimes these things are actually all glued. So the trick is to put a lot. Now, the other thing is people don't like it because it takes a lot of time to kind of, you know, for this glue to set. So now we're going to peel this off. Now you're going to want to take it off the plastic or get it kind of ready to get off the plastic, because when you put this down, you're going to stick it and then kind of remove it off the plastic. And there's a reason why. Okay, got the plastic off. Oop, you don't want that to happen. Okay, because what you're going to do is you're going to put more of the glue on the outside. And you're going to make sure that it is like sealed down and seamless. And as it starts sticking, you keep going. I know it's time consuming. People don't want to deal with it. They want the little sticky, but honestly, if you want something that's going to last 100%, this is it. Okay, get your fingers off that. So you let it glue, you let it stick down, you make sure there's glue all over it. And then once that's done, you put it back onto in your tire. Blow it up first, make sure it held. Like I said, sometimes I miss the hole completely, which is my mistake. And there you have it. So I patched many a tire. I will tell you a little story about a group of us that were riding. There was like 8 of us, and 3 girls got 5 flats. So if you do the math, I was one who got 2 flats. Oops. I got 2 flats, front and back. I only had 1 tire. So what do you think I had to do? I had to patch a tire. And then I ended up pinching my tire. So I had to patch it again. So there's something to be said about these patches. Get used to it. practice it at home. Use put some of the tires aside or tubes aside and patch them and reuse them because they're good. Don't leave them in the ditch and don't put them in the garbage. You can find somebody who will use them for something, but if you're not going to recycle them on your tubes, then make sure you pass them on to somebody who's going to make them into jewelry, all sorts of things. So with that, learn how to patch your tires. So I hope that made sense. Do a couple on your own and let me know what you thought.